fam, to HHN 365, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast. My name is Duff, and as always, I'm here with my co-host, Jess. Hi,
Hi.
Jess. What's
Hi.
up? You had a big week. I mean, everyone had a big week, but like for you, really big.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
We will. But first, follow us on social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at HHN365, our TikTok at HHN365pod. Join our Discord where we're chatting all these announcements. That link will be in the description. We have a merch shop at HHN365.com. And then leave us a voicemail if you want us to play it here on the show. That is 407 906 4134. And on today's show, we are obviously talking about the announcements of Five Nights at Freddy's and WWE Presents The Horrors of the Wyatt Six. So, two things that we kind of knew were coming, now official. They are here. Um, it is exciting to say the least.
The least.
But we do have some news we want to go over before we get to all that, and that is some 365 stuff. We are doing our live trivia again, as we announced last week. Reminder, it is Saturday, August 23rd, just 6 days before opening night of HHN. It'll be at Half Barrel Beer Project, which is the location we always have it at. It is right across the street from Epic Universe, just a few miles down the road from the main campus of the Universal Orlando Resort. We're going to have a exclusive food menu, which can't give it away yet. We're still working on it. It's going to be the best one yet. There's some really fucking cool items that logistically I don't know how it's going to work, but they're so badass it's worth it. We're also going to have exclusive beer or beers. We'll let you know. There will be prizes, not just for our winners, but like we give out a lot of prizes throughout the day. So just come get some free shit. And then also, we are bringing back the costume contest. So dress in your HHM best, whatever character you want to go for. You want to be an original HHN character? I don't care. Whatever you think can win you a costume contest. And then you're going to stretch your stuff straight through half barrels. So come on down. It's a lot of fun. It's like literally the coolest thing we do every year. And I'm so excited it's back.
Me too. I can't wait for the costume contest. I think that's my favorite part.
It gets so fucking hype in there.
And we don't pick the winners of that. I would like
No,
to point that
no,
out.
the
That
crowd
is
does.
crowd. Yeah.
It's
So,
not rigged. We aren't picking favorites. We literally
no.
just leave it up to the crowd. So if you're doing this, be confident in yourself because you're going to be out there for everyone to see. That's for sure. It's not like walk on a
Mhm.
stage for a second and it's over.
Oh, yeah. Then you got to do the rest of trivia.
Hmm.
Now we're scaring them. Okay.
You should come dressed up, or
Or
not dressed
not.
up. Just
Yeah.
show up. Just show up. It's
Yeah.
fun. And if you have been there in previous years, you know that seating has gotten more and more of an issue every year as more and more people have come. Well, we have found a way to cram quite a bit more seating into this building. We still do recommend you show up if you want to like guarantee yourself a seat. If you're with the group, 7 p.m. for the 8 p.m. trivia start, I'd say is your safest bet. Um, yeah, because people come at like 5.
hmm
Actually, last year, I'm pretty sure I got there at like 4, and there was already like 2 couples there waiting. So, yeah, get there early is what I'm trying to say. But other than that, can't wait to see you there, and we can move on to the big stuff. But we're gonna talk about some other small things first, because I mean, save the best for last, right? So we're gonna go over to HHN Hollywood and talk about some of their construction. And this is one of the coolest updates we could possibly have. We've been obviously tracking the Terrifier facade for quite a while since Kevin saw the very, very, very base of the facade. It looked nothing like Terrifier Funhouse and said, I think that's going to be Terrifier Funhouse. Well, it's actually there now, like fully. The graphic, everything. It is there, and it looks fucking badass.
It looks so good. It doesn't look real. I just
Correct.
see the Kevin photo and it's the same thing, but like I don't know. I could see it with my own eyes and I don't think I would think it was
No.
real.
It literally looks like it was just transported and dropped there.
Do you
It's so
think
impressive.
Murdy saw that? Like maybe saw that tweet when we put out the Kevin theory and was like, God fucking damn it.
It's
These
very,
assholes.
I mean, it's possible.
I mean, I think he would have been more upset about the scarecrow squiggly line
Yeah, he's like,
theory.
how the fuck do you know?
Not that I think Murdy sees our tweets, but like if he did, that would be funny.
to ruin Murdy's day. It's your dream, Jess.
But this facade did not ruin my day because
No,
I'm kind of bummed. I'm
it
not going to see
is
this.
amazing. Amazing. I'm so excited to see it in person. Um, and then a lot of people are saying, hey, is that clown on there, Jack? They made an ode to Jack. Guys, it's not Jack. Murdy confirmed it's also not Jack, but like, you can look at the original Terrifier Funhouse from the film. It's literally just the same clown. What I will say is that Damien Leone, the creator of Terrifier, is a Horror Nights fan. So
Mhm.
there's a possibility he kind of was inspired by Jack when he made that design, or whoever made that was inspired by Jack. That's possible because there is resemblance. But no, Horror Nights did not just decide to put Jack on their Terrifier Funhouse.
That'd be crazy. But what's going to be funny is like, I'm assuming Orlando's is going to be similar, if not the same.
Hmm.
And people are going to be screaming that the entire season.
Yes, absolutely.
Which, it looks like him, but also it's just a clown with green and a red nose and orange. Like,
And the hair, yeah. I mean, it's not,
it's a clown.
it's a clown,
Yeah, I don't know. I
spooky
see it.
clown.
I see it. But
And good news for anyone who is a annual or seasonal pass member for Universal Studios Hollywood, as they have done, I believe, the past couple of years. They will be doing a Lights on Fallout House walkthrough. If you are a pass member, you can RSVP for that starting August 20th. Um, so good luck. That'll be a really cool experience.
I like that
Seeing
they do
as
that.
I know, right? Because they don't have Unmasking the Horror, so they can't just like guarantee themselves that opportunity. So the fact that they give them a chance is cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And Jess, I need your help for this next segment.
Murdy tweets that don't have to do with these announcements.
Wow. Yep. Yeah, there's gonna be some more Murdy
You're
tweets
adding.
later.
Okay, so you get that. Jonathan needs like a cymbal crash then or something.
Ooh.
We're all just like a part of the band.
I believe he could do it too. He can make it happen.
I think so.
We'll practice and see how it works out next episode.
We'll see. What did Murdy say though?
Murdy said, there will be a musky animal slash urine smell in a house that's not Terrifier.
Oh, yay. Oh.
Uh,
Uh, so what house?
Monstrous, maybe?
Oh,
Possibly?
oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh, I guess that makes sense. I didn't even think about. Ugh.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Also confirming there will not be a dry and wet path in Terrifier, which if you were thinking, oh, it just won't be wet like Orlando's has really pushed. No, no, he's just saying you have no such choice. You are getting wet regardless. So there you
Hollywood
go.
loves a water effect though.
They do. So Murdy, when he found out they wanted to do this, was probably like, oh fuck yeah, I got this covered. We're good.
And then heard we were doing two paths and was like, those bitches. Why?
Murdy, when referring to which house was easiest to imagine for him this year, the answer was Scarecrow, because he's done it before.
Mm, wow.
Uh, and guess what, Jess? Huge news here. The name for Slash Bar is Slash Bar.
Oh, wow. Alert the media. We can end the episode. We are done. We
Does
don't need to
Hollywood
talk about the
Reporter know
houses.
about this?
I hope that they did an article just
I
on
needed an
the title.
entire article about this.
Riveting. Do you think it's just the weekend bar sign, but they like just changed, they just took out the weekend part? They
Just
made it
says
like
Slash.
interchangeable. Yeah. It's actually just a sticker and they just slap it on top.
Slapped it right on. That's it for this segment of Murdy Tweet. I promise you the second segment will be much more riveting.
I gotta sing again?
Yes,
What?
correct.
Oh God. Okay, I'm upping my
Maybe I
rates.
will try the crashing cymbal this
Oh.
time.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna try the Murdy tweet.
No, 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 absolutely not. That's you. I can't touch that.
Fine.
Um, so let's hop over to Orlando before getting to the announcements and talk about that construction. Where on our outline, Jonathan simply puts Duff. So I guess I'll try to take over here. Jess, it looks really cool. It looks like really fucking cool. We have a lot of props out now, uh, mostly in Central Park for Cat Lady of Crooked Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like kind of like Swamp last year, like when they just kept putting out small things, and you're like, "Oh, that's probably it." Next day, there's more. You're like, "Okay, now that's probably it," and it's never it, and it just keeps going, and more is added, more is added. Well, that's what's happening. Also, pumpkins in the trees, baby.
Woo! Nature is healing.
Mm. Oh, I love it. I love it. And they got a shit ton of them up there already. If you are wondering, Little Boo has not been spotted yet. Don't believe he's up there.
Is Sourpuss there?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you not you remember Sourpuss?
I think so.
That was the original, like, that I remember from 2017.
Hmm.
I don't remember the hype for Lil Boo until a little later.
Well,
But
because I don't think
Sourpuss?
anyone noticed him in 2017,
Correct.
or at least not
Sourpuss?
enough to bring him up.
If he's not in this zone, I'm gonna be a little upset, but that's just me. That Sourpuss had, like, a whole Facebook page.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna keep a lookout for him.
The
We're
original Gord.
no more Wyatt Watch, no more Barn Watch. We are now on Sourpuss search.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I love an alliteration.
It's great, you know? We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. There'll be a TikTok if he shows up in the zone.
um, but yeah, again, so many details, and there's now kind of like an entryway coming into Central Park, like past La Bamba, where you're going to 9 Crooked Lane. There's a ton of like bikes out, like kids' bikes, I guess, because it's out there with toys and stuff too. And I think a cool touch is that all these bikes are from different eras. So I think it's kind of hinting towards that this has been happening a long time, and there's many kids that have gone up to this house and not come back for their bike.
Mhm. There's also, like, a skateboard. That's really cool.
Hmm. Yep,
I've noticed the toys, like, since you pointed that out about the bikes, the toys are also all
all
different,
different.
like,
Yep.
generations.
Hmm.
This
So
is I've seen a lot of similarities to Trick or Treat, and I get it, but, like, this feels so unique.
yes, it is extremely unique, and also there is a huge feature that actually just went up today, the day we're recording this, and it's like storybook signs.
Mm.
Like, it's literally just telling you the story of the cat lady on Crooked Lane. To sum it up, basically, it is that uh, kids go down this deep forest up to cat lady's house on Crooked Lane. They specifically call them naughty children who do this. Um, Along the forest floor, you see cat eyes and pumpkins lighting the trail. And then the cat lady at Crooked Lane will be on her stoop stirring her cauldron of special soup. She's not a witch, the children all say, as she pets her cats of orange, black, and gray. She lifts her ladle and offers a taste. They drink it all down. Not a drop goes to waste. The potion sets in turning hands into claws, and long feline teeth protrude from their jaws. The children all scream as they become beast and now hunt their friends to add to the feast. The moral of the story, and it should be plain, never trust the cat lady of old Crooked Lane. And they got a whole fucking werecat, a kid who transformed into a straight up cat just walking around on 2 feet.
Oh my god. I'm so excited for
And
the
they got a kid
zone.
that's like mid transportation too. There's gonna be so much variety in the scare actors. I'm so stoked.
Oh, I'm these are on, like, the boxes, right? That I think Jonathan was questioning last week.
Yes, so they had on the ground, and they're like dug out too, like into the ground, and there's
Mhm.
like these boxes, and we're like, what is this gonna be? This is what they are.
That's so cool. It's almost like Tooth Fairy and Trick or Treat had a baby, and,
Hmm.
like, I guess Choopy with the cats, like, we could just keep adding things, but, like,
Yeah, it's so cool. Just fucking storybook pages, and that kind of makes you wonder. You bring up Tooth Fairy. Will we have narration through maybe some of this zone?
oh, maybe. That's kinda cool.
Possible. Possible.
Wow, I feel bad for the other zones because, like, this one, the vibes are right, and it just kinda it appeals to everyone's little Halloween heart.
To be fair, I think also we just haven't seen as much detail from the other zones.
Yeah.
So when that starts to pop up, because this is exactly what happened last year with Swamp of the Undead. Not saying that this won't
Yeah,
be way better than that, but like it just had so much detail and came so much earlier than anything else that people were like, "Oh, this is going to be the best." And then suddenly that started to shift as more came out in the other zones.
that's true.
So we'll see what comes up because Masquerade has all of its stages, or I don't want to say all their stages. What looks like all their stages based on available space. They have gates into whatever it is. We've talked about it a little bit last week. It hasn't changed too much outside of adding more of what was already there. It looks cool so far. There's a lot more detail that will come, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we realized on the live, somebody pointed out there are lights in the stained glass
Mm-hmm.
in Masquerade.
Yes,
That is very exciting.
those are going to be so cool.
Ugh, and I don't know if Jonathan and I talked about it last week when we talked about Masquerade, but we realized also on the live that the stages are the stained glass that are on the back, they're closest to like what they relate to in the event, it seems, because you have like the gargoyle closest to the entrance zone and you have the
Mm.
cat closest to the cat zone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it's just cool, Still maybe in the conservatory, we don't know yet. I would
Okay.
assume because the
Yep.
glass in Crooked Lane too.
Yeah, that's true.
Continuity.
Um, San Francisco looking like a DJ setup. Still more lights. Stairs to the booth now. Yeah. New York. There's a single truss out in front of Sting Alley. That's all they got so far.
Yep.
I'm sure by next week we'll see some stuff out there. The big news here for Scare Zone construction is that we have the entrance zone, Origins of Horror, extending all the way from where the truss was, the entrance truss. Just it's like a little set piece with stairs, stretching all the way down to the Minions shop.
Mhm.
It's back, baby.
Oh my god, it's a proper entrance zone again. And I don't know, that like that set piece that's like all the way by like Today Cafe where the truss was, does
Hmm.
that mean that the truss could be even closer to the main gate? Like I
I
don't even know how much closer it could get.
I think it has to be because I don't think they're going to put one under the truss, right?
Right.
And they've already confirmed the truss is returning, just with like a turquoise blue instead of red.
That truss like right at the front gate is going to make for some really cool pictures.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be teal. I'm very excited for an entrance zone, and I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but we didn't talk about that big set piece.
Yeah, and it is beautiful. So it has like Spanish glass tiles kind of like arched over this just kind of huge gated almost mausoleum-esque looking
Hmm.
thing with like a tree inside,
I think I haven't
maybe.
seen it in person, only in pictures.
Um it has multiple windows throughout it and an obvious scare actor entering um entrance, not entering. So definitely going to be utilized for direct scares, which is cool. It looks really cool. It's really big, and there's actually two of them now. So,
Oh, did
hmm
you notice something about the stained glass on that I noticed? I don't know if anybody pointed it out.
the flowers,
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
that is cool.
I was looking at it today in our the TikTok that you posted because I did not see that set piece anywhere. I don't know how, and I hadn't seen a picture of it, so I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like zooming in, and I'm like, "Oh, it's all the flowers."
Hmm.
And when the light hits that, oh my
Oh,
god,
it's going to be so nice.
the lighting package this year is going to be insane, and we haven't even seen it yet.
I mean, there's clearly intention for stuff to be amplified under
Mhm.
lighting, I guess. So you know they're going to go crazy with it.
I just keep saying I'm so excited, but I don't know what else to say anymore.
You could try I'm ecstatic.
Oh, I need a
Um,
thesaurus. You're right. Let me start pulling up because I'm going to use excited about 35,000 times the
I'm
rest of this
super
episode.
duper happy.
I'm stoked.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah, it's alright or whatever.
But yeah, that's most of our scare zone construction. Things are really trucking along, and we still have a couple zones where we see basically nothing, or a zone and street experiences where we see basically nothing. So there's a lot more to come, and we are less than a month till the event kicks off. So it's gonna come fast and furious. Not supercharged.
Oh,
Not supercharged.
ugh. Does that close soon?
Uh, I
It
don't know.
has to, right?
I don't think they've announced it this year.
I don't know, man. I don't, whatever.
Well, guess what, Jess? We can move on to the good stuff now.
Let's do it.
Actually, that was already good, but the better stuff, the bigger stuff,
I don't.
the
Everything's great. Yeah, everything's
announcements.
great this year. This is all just hype.
uh, I am going to kick it off with the announcement of one of my lesser anticipated houses, being the confirmation of Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically as a house announcement, as we always said was coming. To everyone who said they already announced it, there's no announcement anymore. Here you go. It was announced officially as a house. Um, Real quick, here's the blurb for it. You wouldn't last one night at Freddy's, let alone five. You're about to be hunted by deadly animatronics Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy as you flee through creepy, abandoned hallways. Um, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's, Jess. How shocking.
I, I am flabbergasted.
Who would have thought?
I didn't even know that this was a thing before Tuesday. Never discussed this in my life. I'm really happy for people that were waiting for this, like legitimately, because I know this is like not to quote our live, but this is people's WWE.
Hmm.
This is their Roman Empire. So I've seen the excitement online, and that makes me excited for those people and for me to experience it. But we got
Yeah,
it.
I'm excited to see the scale that Michaelo had previously talked about in this house, and how it's
Hmm.
literally going to be like walking into Freddy Fazbear's. Um, so like, I love a big scale and immersive set, so I'm excited to see that, and I'm just interested to see how they pull this off. Now that's actually going to happen.
Yeah, definitely. I'm also curious to see both coasts and their takes on it.
Of course, this was also paired with an announcement video, same style as everything else. It's in a room, you got the TV, yada yada. You know what it's like. The key art is also, as expected, it's the text logo, and then it has the main characters up front. I think Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Cupcake.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So one huge missing detail, at least for Jonathan, I'll say it for him since he's not here, is there's no sign of Springtrap on anything that's been released. Who is
Oh, I
kind of like,
forgot about his campaigning for Springtrap.
hmm which is kind of like the scariest thing from the film. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Maybe it's a surprise. I would assume it's in the house.
I would hope so. I mean, I don't know how you omit it, especially if you're trying to make this into a HHN house.
Hmm. People are going to want to see everything,
Hmm.
and they're going to demand it. So,
And then this announcement did come with an article from Hollywood Reporter. Let me just read a few of the blurbs here. As parkgoers move through the center's corridors, including the security room and showroom, they will encounter full scale replicas of Freddy Fazbear, Chica, Bonnie, Foxy, and Mr. Cupcake, created in collaboration with Jim Henson's Creature Shop, who is behind the film's animatronics and costumes. The journey will bring guests face to face with the supernatural, luring them into the black heart of an unspeakable nightmare. In a sequence of horrors arriving shortly ahead of the December release of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And then on our live, we did kind of discuss, does this imply that there will be any Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in this house? Because we were thought that's really not likely and it probably won't happen. And I will say most of the more knowledgeable Five Nights people said, reading into that, no, it doesn't make it seem like that at all. So,
hmm.
as expected, first film.
Yeah, I was going to ask a question, but I realize you probably don't know the answer. So I'm
You,
not.
I mean, you could try, and then they can yell at us for not knowing it.
Well, I mean, I don't think they can yell at us when we've been very vocal about how little we know about the property besides the film.
Hasn't stopped people before, but
I
okay.
know. I'm gonna reiterate that before I go ahead. I know that there's like a really creepy like baby doll character. Is that gonna be in the second one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, it's from a game, obviously. I don't know which game, but it's like a little girl like baby doll, and the face like opens up and like spins around, and
Oh,
very cool. And I think she's on skates or she skates around, like something about that. I've seen cosplayers do it on skates and stuff like that too.
well, that sounds fucking cool.
She's really creepy. That's the thing. Like there are really fucking scary things in the games.
Yeah,
I
as I've
just
heard.
personally don't like the film. I don't think the film is a good representation of the game. I think that the games are much scarier, and that's where I worry because this is Blumhouse's film.
Hmm. Which, no connection to the property. I didn't like the film. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Um, John Murdy did indicate also that this house was being led by Charles Gray and Matt Flood in Orlando. Um, so, interesting pairing there.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Hmm.
John Murdy heading it in Hollywood.
Gray and Flood. That I mean,
Hmm.
that I like that. I mean, we did kind of know that already, didn't we? But maybe we
Mm,
did. Oh, we knew Gray or Flood. I can't remember
we knew
whichever one was.
Flood. We
We
knew
knew
Flood.
Flood. Okay. I think that that's fun because I think Charles Gray he can add like even more whimsy and things. Like I think
Hmm.
he really does that well in the horror sphere.
Yes. Agreed.
So that's really exciting. And I'm just gonna keep saying I'm excited to walk into the pizzeria because I know that is gonna be unreal.
Hmm.
The scenic is gonna be crazy. The neon lights. It's just gonna be. I'm gonna have a good time. It's just not gonna be high on my hype. Let's be real.
Correct. Especially with everything else this year. Like, it probably wouldn't have been regardless, but then everything else that came alongside it, yeah, no chance. Sorry, Five Nights.
Right. Like last year, I might have put this higher than most of the IPs for hype in the beginning.
Mm.
But this year, like, this is my Roman Empire year. I'm sorry, Freddy Fazbear.
It's all right. He has enough people who love him.
Right. He doesn't need me. The line is going to be ridiculous
Oh, it's gonna be
regardless.
crazy. Uh, Jess, speaking of John Murdy, I think we're ready for part two of a specific segment.
Murdy tweets, part two.
Oh, that was terrible.
Ooh,
I
no,
tried.
that
No,
wasn't
that
that
was
bad.
pretty bad.
Okay, well,
It was
if you
pretty
think so,
bad. I
I didn't
do.
think it was the
I'm
worst.
disappointed in myself.
Your whammy bar earlier was really good.
Thank you. Thank you. I
You're
try.
welcome.
I practiced that one.
Oh, okay. In the mirror before we started, right?
Yes. So I'm going to run through three things real fast that we don't really need to go into detail about. One, located in Soundstage 15. Two, it's based on the first film, John Murdy said directly. And three, FNAF is really similar on both coasts, which makes a ton of sense. Now, he was questioned, how many show scenes are there? Murdy said there's the showroom and lots of other places inside of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Um, so it sounds like they're really just going to basically stick to the pizzeria itself, which, yeah, not shocking, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Scott Cawthon was involved in the creative process for the house. John Marty confirmed, of course, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, and someone who we've heard a million times is really tough to work with this property. So,
Mm-hmm. Makes
not
sense.
surprised he was involved.
Yeah. I would be more shocked to hear he had nothing to do with it.
And then, as Murdy was asked, kind of what was the easiest for him to envision as a house this year, he was also asked what's the most challenging. He said, technically, FNAF. However, scenically was Fallout. But I like the technically aspect because I really hope that means that they're going to use these beautiful creatures being created to their advantage. I mean, literally being made by the ones who did the film production. Um, and finding a way to really make them work in a house and not just kind of like getting stuck in a boo hole where they kind of pop out every so often.
Yeah, I for me that's even more exciting too because when you think about Chucky and how well they did Chucky and how like
Hmm.
much they did with technology and stuff like that and puppetry and I really liked Hollywood. We all really liked Hollywood's Chucky.
Yep.
So I good for John. I'll give him a little pat on the back. Good for
I,
him.
I think there is a chance that this will be higher on my Hollywood hype list than on my Orlando list. I think this is one where I could see Hollywood winning out the battle there.
Mhm. I agree. I don't know about anything else though, but I think
Um,
FNAF.
maybe Jason, maybe.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, we do say a lot like Murdy with a slasher,
Yep.
always good.
I
So,
like the location better they have than here in
mhm,
Orlando. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So I think potentially FNAF, Jason Universal ones I'm going to go into. Like, I think Hollywood could have the better versions. So we'll see.
yeah.
He said the most challenging part was figuring out uh, hope to deliver the main characters.
How to deliver the main
I think
character?
how, yeah.
It's okay.
Jonathan.
Not here. We can't be mad.
I am mad. I'm kidding. I love
All
Jonathan.
right.
Um, uh, yeah, I guess how do you get that to play in a house? That makes sense.
Yeah. I, yeah. Because I imagine they don't really want to do like how they normally do big characters like that with just like an arm or a head. Like they want to do the whole body because it's kind of the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to see how they do it.
And I don't think we read it, but there was a different blurb that directly said you will simply be following Josh Hutcherson's character, whose
Is
name
it
I don't
Mike?
remember.
I want to say
Mike.
it's Mike
Sure.
Matt. It's something like that.
Josh Hutcherson. You're literally just
Yeah.
like following his story, basically.
Makes sense. So we apply for a job. Do we have a sister with us too?
I think you are like viewing the process, like you are not filling in for him,
Oh,
is
okay.
how
So
it
we
was
are
worded.
not. Oh, okay.
So
We're
I think
following
that's
him. We are not him. Got it.
correct. Yes.
Got it. That also makes more sense.
John also says the characters are being portrayed with a combination of various techniques. He was asked, will the animatronics be scaring us or will it be costumed actors? Murdy said, not costume actors exactly. Some are like 8 feet tall. A variety of different techniques.
Oh, so like, not to bring back Chucky, but Big Chucky.
Maybe.
Remember how that was?
Maybe.
I expect different things, obviously, and he says variety, but I like that Big Chucky. I thought it was really effective. It's silly, but
But it was cool.
it was cool, and there's a little bit of silly in this.
That is true. That is true. He also said it will have some tasty scents, like pizza, probably being one of them, I'd assume.
Uh, I just think of the oh god, Jimmy Fallon when they said there was a pizza smell at
And
one
it,
point on the ride.
oh, yeah, I
Ugh.
never
And
got that.
it was like right when it opened. I didn't think it was good when I got it. So I'm like, oh, I don't think that savory scents always need to be a part of the conversation.
No, just think about the turkey.
Oh, no, no, no. No. No.
um, as has already been confirmed, but just further confirmation from John here, they're exactly the same as the film built by the Jim Henson Creature Shop. So we know we're going to get some high quality um, animatronics, puppets, whatever they end up being, I guess. And that the facade is Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Everything takes place inside of it.
Another ding for Kevin.
Ding, 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 ding.
He's like 8 for 8 at this point. I can't I got to stop counting. It's exhausting.
Of course, this did come with a merchandise release. It was a hat, a shirt, and of course the puzzle piece for the frame, which ends up being that bottom centerpiece. It's actually kind of goofy because he's like singing and directly serenading the ghoul.
Mhm.
Um, and he also doesn't have the blood splatter like everyone else does, and it just doesn't fit. It's a really weird end to this puzzle frame that's really cool overall.
Yeah, he stands out a little too much. And somebody
Yes.
commented on her TikTok that they're like, "Oh, so they're not air fresheners?" And I kind of get why people thought that.
Listen,
And
that's literally
if,
what I thought when I saw them get brought out for the first
yeah,
time. I was like, "Oh, air freshener."
air freshener, a magnet, like, and the Freddy one looks like one even more so, I think, than the other ones.
Yeah, it's true.
And it just stands out. And like, obviously, it's on my frame. I'm happy to have it. Like, it's completed now, but it just stands out so much. And like, yeah, I'm glad he's in the center for that. But I understand maybe we couldn't put blood on it. That's a
Mm,
possibility.
mm-hmm.
But it just looks so out of place. And I even if they would have like just put some red on the bottom of it, even if it wasn't blood, just I don't care what you're gonna call it. It doesn't look cohesive. And that really bothers me.
Yeah, it looked really good up until that point.
Yeah.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
But you know what was good was that hat. The
Mm-hmm.
dad hat that was actually embroidered.
Embroidered was not a Velcro back.
Nope. Mm. It was nice. It said Halloween Horror Nights on the back, Five Nights at Freddy's. I really like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I'm not gonna buy it,
No.
but I'm happy they did a hat, like a real hat, and not the cheapest possible hat they could possibly produce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The shirt, on the other hand, I almost bought because the design is so fucking cool. It's like Freddy angrily, by the way. He's not smiling. Like angry Freddy leaping over like the security TVs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just really good looking design. It has the Horror Nights logo on the back neck tag. Yeah, good looking shirt. If you're a Five Nights fan, you'll probably eat that shit up.
Yeah, it's really good. And if that's any indication of what the rest of the merch is going to look like, we're in for a very good merch reveal.
Yep, definitely. That's all for Five Nights at Freddy's. So I think Jess, I'm gonna let you take over moving forward.
Okay. I just felt all of the overwhelmed emotions come back into my body. um, well, it happened. WWE presents the horrors of the Wyatt Six. And I can't believe I just said that sentence on this podcast.
It's
um,
real.
who did you know that this is like literally almost like to the week 5 years since I've been talking about this on a podcast?
No,
Eugene and I
I did
realized.
not. That is
Eugene
pretty
and
crazy
I,
though.
yep, next week is our 5 year, and that's when I started just talking about it. So, the universe said, here we go. All right, the description reads Enter the eerie arena of the Wyatt Six, where you'll go through the ominous doorway into the maniacal minds of Uncle Howdy, Rambling Rabbit, Mercy the Buzzard, Abby the Witch, and Huskus the Pig. We got an announcement video, which same format as the other ones, showed Howdy and them on the screen, and it had the flower, just like we didn't talk about it, but Five Nights had the flower in their announcement video as well. And it had Carrie. I don't know about Five Nights. I assume it did. Did anybody catch that?
Mm, actually, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch.
I know in WWE it's in the mini fridge. It's the takeout box again.
Hmm.
I didn't catch it in Five Nights. It's got to be in there, but just to
I'm
talk
sure.
about the Easter eggs. But the key art, though, we got just the logo. I think that the font logo looks really good. I like it. I think it stands out. But the
Yes.
key art is the five of them with Howdy in the center and then the four of them around. And WWE presents. How do you feel about that, Duff?
Um, I think the just standard like text logo is really solid. I like it a
Mhm.
lot. The full key art isn't my favorite. Something with like the art style just looks not super pleasing.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, yeah, not a huge deal, but not my favorite key art.
No, I don't. I liked it on Tuesday. The more I look at it, I agree. The art style is really odd.
Hmm.
And they almost don't look like themselves because of that to me.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like one of those things where like it almost like looks like AI, not because it is AI, just because it's got like this like weird smoothing thing going on, and it's just that kind of art style.
And people were like, "Oh, maybe it's because they're the puppet forms." And I'm like, "No, I just think that whoever did this, that's just their art style or whatever they picked."
Hmm.
And it's fine. It doesn't have to be amazing key art. We have really good key art this season, but the text logo is.
I think
So
it's
I
great.
would buy a shirt just with that on it.
Yeah, I think that's great. Speaking of Jess, there was a shirt too,
Oh, there was a shirt. There
and
was.
yeah, yeah, that had something different on it.
You want me to talk about
Yeah, I was gonna jump into it
that?
now. Yeah,
So the shirt doesn't have any of the six on it, actually. It has the fiend on the back. And it has let him in, or is it let me in or let him in? Because I think it's let me in.
it's let me in.
Let me in. Just scribbled all over it and in a sticky blood. And it is, I know that this sounds like a given, but it is legitimately my favorite announcement shirt this season.
I mean, I think it's mine too. So,
I,
and
I feel
I
I know
have
it's
no
Wyatt.
actual connection. So,
Right, but, like, it is sick. It also feels like an old HHN shirt, like
hmm.
that kinda style, and I think that that's also why I like it. It's a back print of the Fiend, and then the front is the Wyatt Six logo, and I think, yeah, with the WWE logo as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bottom of the back with the Fiend says Halloween Horror Nights. I love it. I have it. I'm wearing it to SummerSlam on Sunday to watch the Wyatt Six wrestle.
Mm. It's so good. It's so good.
And that also means that the puzzle piece was the Fiend.
Yes, it was.
And that I think makes me the most emotional about this entire announcement
And you know
is
what? He actually fits, unlike someone else we just talked about.
it looks so good. Like the four of them are just aesthetically really nice together.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not even like the same style. They're all in their own, universe, but
I think Jason's a little wonky still, but otherwise.
yeah, I'm ignoring Jason's face. That's what it is. I'm just kind of looking at the rest of his body. I'm not objectifying Jason yet.
I think he'd like that.
I
The
said
real
yet.
one, not the scare actors. Don't do that.
Oh no, don't objectify his characters. But no, the Fiend piece is beautiful, and I know a lot of people felt the same way. And I was just really emotional getting to see Bray be on a piece of Halloween Horror Nights merch because I know how much that would have meant to him
Mm-hmm.
and his family. I know is like probably loving it. But yeah, okay, we did get a little bit more from the Hollywood Reporter before we keep getting into that. So after disrupting the WWE with their ominous presence, these 5 dark and twisted characters have now come to do the same at HHN alongside Bray's alter ego, The Fiend, in a house that will transport fans into the maniacal minds of each member. As guests walk through the horrific domains of Uncle Howdy, Ramblin' Rabbit, Mercy the Buzzard, Abby the Witch, and Huskus the Pig, they will be stalked by the Fiend and forced to survive the group's bloody retribution on a world that has abandoned them, according to the event.
Mm.
uh,
Hell yeah. And
I
again,
just
oh, go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no, you go. You
I was
go.
gonna say again. I've talked about this many times. It's something I wasn't super excited about at first because I didn't understand really what was behind Bray Wyatt and the White Six, um, and I've just gotten more excited about it based off what I've learned about him and them and these additional details. But I'll tell you what really has gotten me super excited about this, and that is the passion that we've seen from the creatives who worked on this house.
Yeah.
Like, so much excitement bleeds through, like a true passion project. And I actually want to read a couple Twitter threads for you, just because they're like touching fully and like how important this is to them.
Yeah, I can't read them because I would start crying. That's like how Mike Aiello is about to say what I think all the wrestling fans and the Bray Wyatt fans are feeling right now.
hmm and actually, he has more even personal connection to this,
Hmm.
which we'll get to in a second. So I'm going to kick it off with Mike Aiello, um, and he says, "Okay, so this one. There have been some lifelong passions of mine, obviously horror being one. Another is professional wrestling, specifically WWE. I love it so much. The pageantry, the spectacle, the stories. It truly was the door to showmanship in theater for me. Good versus evil, face and heel, the bones of storytelling. And when the passion melded with horror, you couldn't pry me away from the TV or the live shows. This brings me to Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. Really, Wyndham Rotunda. His characters captivated me. I'm a diehard Firefly. His storytelling, his use of the genre, everything. In 2019, I did it cut off yet? Did in 2019 I posted my excitement for his return, and he responded. So this is a screenshot from July 2019 where Mike Aiello says, "Yeah, Bray Wyatt returns. About damn time." And Wyatt Six account, which I assume was run by Bray, because it's Wyndham Six, uh,
Yes.
says, "Let's do the HHN house. I'll be there in person. That's a promise." Mike moves on, and so began some back and forth in our messages about possibilities. He loved horror. He also loved horror nights. He, like a lot of wrestlers, frequent our event, which is mind blowing to me. These short DM conversations by us always led to someday or one day by both of us. Someday never came as Wyndham tragically passed away in 2023. Devastating to all, his professional legacy indelibly defined as an amazing creator, storyteller, and performer. June 17th, 2024, Wyndham's brother Taylor, aka Uncle Howdy, picked up his brother's lantern and revealed the Wyatt Six. fully realized manifestation of Bray's stories and personas and emotions, all within this new horror based faction. That night, they destroyed the WWE backstage area in what I can only describe as a sequence that looked like one of our haunted houses, which we've been talking about since it happened on the show.
Mhm.
That night, as soon as the episode concluded, I reached out to a longtime friend in WWE, Marty Miller, and the ball started rolling. This haunted house is a tribute to all things Wyatt. Uncle Howdy, Abby the Witch, Huskus the Pig, Ramblin' Rabbit, Mercy the Buzzard. It's a tribute to Bray and the Fiend. You will walk through the door and into the lantern's light. Oh, I covered it again. 1 second. Experience the massacre of Monday Night Raw. You will walk within the Firefly Funhouse and then into the horrific nightmares of all these characters. For those that love WWE, there are Easter eggs galore. For those who haven't experienced these characters, just think of this as a gateway original house that is everything HHN is all about. Our entire team, most being hardcore WWE fans, looking at you, Ramon and Jordan, have poured themselves into this, getting to collaborate with Rob Fee, the guru of creative for WWE, and Taylor Rotunda, Uncle Howdy himself, has been a dream. Recreating the amazing designs from Jason Baker. Man, I mess that up every time.
It's okay.
I want to say Barker so bad. Creating media for the experience. Creating new media for the experience, which we're going to talk about more. We're even featuring a never heard before version of the Shattered theme from Jamie Morgan. There's so much more and some surprises. The collaboration has been fantastic between us and WWE. This house is a dream come true for me, the fans, and everyone who loves horror and wrestling, and all those who will. Someday is now. This one is for you, Bray Wyatt. Thank you. Let us in. How you doing, Jess?
Yep.
So Mike Aiello. Everyone kind of knew he's a huge wrestling fan. That's not new news. Obviously, it goes back to tweet from 2019. If you've been following him for a while, you've known he's a huge wrestling fan. One thing I think not everyone realized is that Ramon Peridoa, who is actually the show director for this house this year, which is pretty exciting, is also a huge wrestling fan. So he has a thread kind of in the same vein that I'm going to read real quick. Still pinching myself. I've been a professional wrestling fan since I was 5 years old. Working as the show director and writer of this experience and blending my passions for WWE and HHN is a dream I never imagined would come true. I'm so incredibly humbled and grateful. This house was a labor of love for everyone involved. We've crafted an experience that not only features the Wyatt Six, but honors the legacy of Bray Wyatt. Thankful for the partnership and trust of Mike Aiello, Rob V, and WWE in bringing this experience to life. The house features some of the most advanced video integration we've ever done, both existing content and newly captured content. Huge shout out to Jordan Hill and the video team who've done exceptional work here. Wrestling fans and HHN fans alike are in for a treat. Abby, Huskus, Mercy, Ramblin', Howdy, Bray, they're the ones who see your fears, who will rid you of your insatiable thirst for suffering. The forgotten ones, the six. Follow the light into the horrors of their minds, where you'll have no choice but to let them in.
I'm not doing great.
And I do want to add, while we're here, some additional excitement about this new media. Ramon says, "You heard that right. New media captured exclusively for these experiences. Hope you're ready." To which Jordan Hill, who is a graphic or video editor and designer for Universal and HHN, of course, says, "Yes, sir. We got to create a lot of custom stuff for this one. A long day on set, but extremely well worth it." And he also adds, "This house has kicked mine and my video team's ass in the best possible way. We've gotten to do some crazy stuff in here, and I'm very ready for everyone to see it all." Ramon Peridoa loves this source material dearly and has absolutely nailed it. WWE fans, you're in for a treat. For non-fans, I can speak as someone who approached working on this with basically zero familiarity of the source material. It is absolutely worth your time to check it out. It's a story of triumph, heartbreak, and some unbridled creativity. I've been tuning in weekly now.
So they don't care at all about this house, right?
No, not one bit.
No, nobody has any passion behind this. Or
Zero.
I mean, I've been talking about it for, I mean, ever, but a year specifically, because like you said, since that debut on Raw, it was mentioned, and they all echo my thoughts beautifully.
Hmm.
It it doesn't matter if you don't know about WWE or these characters. I understand why people are comparing the key art to Triplets of Terror. It's just silly masks on people, but I can guarantee you the mind of Bray Wyatt is it's beautiful. It's beautifully twisted and it's very similar to what I think a lot of Horror Nights fans are kind of like those kind of people. So,
Hmm.
trust the creative team, and if you don't care about WWE, this is an original house. Look at it like a monsters house. Those are IP characters but an original story. And that's what this team is doing and they care so much about these characters.
And I'm going to read one more tweet here to that effect, where Ramon literally says this is the greatest honor of his career. Wyndham, celebrating your legacy through this experience is the greatest honor of my career. I was and always will be one of the Fireflies. Thank you for gifting us with your genius. You were the color red in a world full of black and white, and soon they will all see. So, yeah, the passion pours through. The care for the property and the people involved is, I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like it.
Not as long as I've been following, and you've been following for much longer, so
Like, sometimes, they get a movie that it's their favorite movie of all time, right? Like one person. This is something where basically everyone who worked on it feels has like a hugely deep connection, and obviously there's a tragic story involved in real life of
mhm.
Bray Wyatt. So um, there's a lot behind this, a lot, and I think it's going to show in the house.
Yeah, and the fact that they're trying new things and the video integration and stuff like that, like, I'm excited to see that in a house too. Take away the WWE of it all. I'd be
Hmm.
excited for any house that said that they're trying something new technologically.
Oh yeah. And honestly, the concept that you're going through, again, take WWE out of it, and guess what? It sounds like a cool original house.
No,
So
literally.
there's that. Which, by the way, I know many people have said it. It looks like Triplets of Terror when you look at the key art because
Mhm.
some of the masks, and
Yep.
I get it. I get it. But obviously, it is not actually anything like Triplets of Terror.
No, not at all. And like it, I feel like I'm just gonna keep echoing things I've been saying for years now, or the last year at least at this point. But like these characters, they can do a lot with them because we only know so much. Because before the six were a thing, Bray and the Fiend, these characters were hand puppets. Like Abby the Witch, Huskus the Pig,
Hmm.
they weren't real people. So they were hand puppets and they were his own voice. And he would talk to them like Pee Wee's Playhouse style or like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, like something like that. And it was like, it fits HHN so well because it's like sick and twisted, but presented in a funny way. And then when he wrestled, he was the Fiend. And it was like a Jason Michael Myers thing. So it was like this dichotomy of Bray, backstage in the promos and then on stage in the ring. And I like getting to tap into that's gonna be really cool in a house. Because tonally we can go from 0 to 60 back to 0. Like we can just go anywhere.
Hmm.
And if you don't know that, you don't know that. Just give it a chance. That's all I'm saying.
Now, Jess, I feel like you've composed yourself enough now that I
Yeah.
can ask you for a favor for the third time.
Oh God. Murdy tweets. Murdy tweets. But
I,
it's
f-
about WWE.
I feel like Jonathan set it up this way just so he could hear you do it three times.
Honestly, he's listening to this episode, and whenever you are, Jonathan, just know I'm a little mad at you.
I can hear his giggles now.
Oh yeah, it's Goblethan actually.
Goblethan is behind this.
We need a Goblethan at a keyboard typing the 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 outline.
Ponting, help.
We're Ponting is now the whatever number member of the 365
We
team.
need another Discord emoji.
We need another Goblethan.
But yeah, Murdy tweets. So Murray does actually have quite a bit to say about this as well. I will say the direct passion isn't there, but some of
Mhm.
his responses still get you pretty excited about what we could see. Um, First of all, he does clarify he worked closely with Mike Aiello and Ramon. Um, I would hope so. If you have outlets like that to learn from and be a resource, why not? Especially when you're someone who doesn't really understand the source material. Um,
Hmm.
he says, I think this house is a fitting tribute to Bray Wyatt and his legacy being carried on today by the Wyatt Six. Yeah, of course. He confirmed it's located in the Jurassic World tent, which we've kind of figured for quite a while, but we don't really know what's going on fully with the facade. Um, so we got something to learn there still.
Swamp,
Swampy.
swamp.
He also says it's our take on the Wyatt Six horrorverse, creating domains for each of the characters with lots of Easter eggs for the fans. The Wyatt Six are the main characters with a couple surprises, and also says this house is Hollywood's own take compared to Orlando's, unlike FNAF, which I guess is definitely more of like a they're gonna feel the same.
Hmm.
He was asked, "Are we going to see a lot of the Fiend in this house?" He says, "Don't say his name. Don't let him in." So probably.
Don't tell me what to do, John.
Damn it, John! I
God.
want to let him in.
I've been asking for this house for 5 years. I'm gonna let the man in. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't want to let you in. Okay, that was a little extra sassy. He didn't deserve that. I'm sorry.
Yep. He said it required a lot of education and learning about these characters and stories. And like you said, Jesse also confirms the facade is deep in the swamp.
Before you move on from that, Duff,
Hmm.
deep in the swamp, Kevin, I
Uh oh.
won.
Uh oh.
I've officially won. I don't know what I won, but I won. So that's one for Jess on the scoreboard.
Come on down and get your prize.
Ding, I got the consolation prize. Hey, second place is good, even if it was a washout.
Mm, that is true. That
I'll
is
take it.
true.
We can move
Uh,
on now. Sorry.
he said the hardest part of this house was taking characters out of the ring and into a living horror movie inspired by the universe Bray and his brother Bo have created.
That makes sense because we have never seen where the other four characters really reside besides in the funhouse, and they were puppets.
Hmm.
So the domain thing I really didn't process until you just read it again. So I'm like, oh, I really want to see where like Huskus the pig is chilling out in.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Oh my God, Dexter's the Mercy the Buzzard domain is going to be because that's the part of the mind that like it picks at you.
Oh.
Because that I don't think I've said it on here. Maybe I have in like previous episodes, but like they mention it. But each of the characters are supposed to be like a part of Bray's mind and his storyline and everything like that. Huskus the pig is when he was in NXT as Husky Harris, and he was kind of only booked for like his weight and being a heavier guy. Like they all have different things in his story in WWE.
Hmm. So very cool that it's like such a personal thing for him, and for the first time now in a haunted house setting, you get to
Yeah.
see that explored even further.
Oh my God. Ooh. I have so many wants and thoughts that I know are probably not going to happen, but I want some Husky Harris representation now.
Hmm. I mean, I'm sure something.
And just some ring gear on like a shelf or something, like that's what I mean by like
Hmm.
it doesn't have to be a scare actor.
Oh, the Easter eggs will be there. The way they're talking about this, I'm
Oh yeah.
sure. Someone also was tweeting at him, basically just kind of talking about Alexa Bliss and her connection to Wyatt Six, and he says that he is well aware who Alexa Bliss is, kind of hinting that she may be in the house.
Hmm. I hope so. I actually saved a quote from that I saw because I knew we were going to talk about this and why this would like matter. They had a program together before the six. The Fiend had Alexa, and she was part of a storyline during COVID and everything, but it really worked for some people. And I was one of those people. And if you're wondering why Wyndham and Alexa were very close, or Bray, sorry, and there's a quote from like inside WW Creative. Wyndham always said Alexa and I will always be connected, and when it happens and when we reconnect, it's going to be something big. So whether that's the Wyatt Six or something else, I don't know. So
Mm,
getting to possibly like, even if this it doesn't ever go to WWE on like program, if this could be like almost a finishing of that story with her involved as well, that'd be really cool for wrestling
Oh,
fans.
look at that. Tie up some loose ends.
Oh my god, and yeah,
Get his
I love
final
her.
wish.
Yeah, I think she's got to be at least a scare actor in there.
He was asked, were they the Wyatt Six with the number six at one point? Murdy says, yes, six, the way it's spelled out, and six, the number, are pretty interchangeable. But who is number six?
Murdy, this is the one that really really made me mad.
I mean,
he,
is it just the Fiend? Is that the like kind of
he's
what it's
just
representing?
regurgitating lore. So yeah, that's the whole point. The Wyatt Six is the sixth. The six can either be, this is what it's been said, the Fiend, it's Bray Spirit, or it's the Fireflies,
Hmm.
which are the fans. But most people say it's Bray. A lot of people have wanted it to be Alexa. But this is just Murdy regurgitating what he knows about the Wyatt lore back at us. And this was the one tweet where I was like, just don't answer that. Just
Yeah.
move on and pick a different
I
one.
mean, to be fair, someone did ask who doesn't seem to actually know the answer, so there's that.
Okay, that's fair. But just to see Murdy say that, I was like, man, just shut up.
He also said, I was really intrigued by this world that Bray and Bo created. It felt cinematic to me. I think Bray would have ended up making horror films, so this is my interpretation of what that might have looked like.
Yeah, 100%. If WWE tapped into like legit horror in their films, I think Bray would have probably been directing or something.
Hmm. I think Aiello also said that too at some point.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah,
See, maybe I did just have Mike Aiello on my phone and I was just texting him about WWE
that's
last year, you
all.
know?
That's all it was.
You guys don't know.
Got Aiello and Murdy on speed dial.
Oh, God, why would I have Murdy on speed
You know
dial?
why. You
I
know
know.
why.
Just to tell him to do WWE.
He also said the house is emotional and we understand the weight that carries with fans.
You think?
And then he also added, we might see a reference to the Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt match, which means yes, I'm sure.
I might be crazy, but I feel like in all the announcements and everything, did we not get, maybe it was in that article or something, did they not say that we were going to see the Firefly Funhouse match and the Inferno match represented? I feel like I read that somewhere. And that would be the
Mm,
Randy Orton match,
uh,
the Inferno match. And like
okay.
I would also hope like Hell in a Cell, because he had a red Hell in a Cell
Hmm.
with like red lights. And it was really, a lot of people didn't like it, but it was different at the time. So I would think that we're gonna see his iconic matches. We're not gonna see a scare actor on fire, but it'd be really cool.
That'd be fucking crazy if we did, though.
I know. Oh, we have to see a reference. I don't think we're gonna see Randy, but hmm.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Well, I mean, I'll be talking about it if he's in there.
Jess, any last minute things about this house before we move on from it?
Obviously, I'm very excited, and I'm not gonna keep beating a dead horse here. You guys got 2.5, 3 more months of me talking about this at least. Um, I'm just very excited that people that maybe didn't even know about this or only, knew WWE as something silly that they weren't into, just give it a chance. There's a lot of passion behind it. And at the end of the day, the thing I've been saying the most is wrestling, like sports entertainment, which is what wrestling is, and haunted houses are live theater in different forms, but they do have a lot of similarities. So just give it a chance if you do like haunted houses, because I think you might like this more than you think you will.
Hmm.
And I hope you will. And if you don't, still tell me your opinion, because I would love to hear why you didn't. Do you want me to give the homework as well in the
Yeah,
episode?
yeah, why not?
So if you have no idea about this and you want to do some homework, there's a really good documentary on Peacock, and it's oh my god, it's Becoming Immortal, Bray Wyatt. I want to say, I always get it confused with something else, but I believe it's that. It's 2.5 hours and it takes you through start of his life, through his passing, and Bo, his brother, taking over in the Wyatt Six. And it will tell you everything you need to know. It will introduce you to all of these characters that we've been rambling on about. And It will hopefully make you care a little bit more and see into the mind of Bray. If you don't want to watch that, there's a 5.5 minute video. It's their debut on Raw last year in July, and it is a one-shot horror movie. It's great.
Mhm.
It's what Mike Aiello says in his tweet, that it's what started this whole thing happening. Check that out first. There's also something I forgot. It is a full, it's just one video on YouTube, and it's every Firefly Funhouse promo. So if you want to see that side and just see Bray talking with the puppets, that's also really good.
Which seems like it'll be a pretty decent focal point in these houses too. So,
Yeah, but the documentary does go over it like very high level. So
mhm.
check it
as,
out.
as someone who wouldn't have known anything about Bray Wyatt or Wyatt Six, I did my homework on all these things, and I am obviously much more excited now. So, um, it will help. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. You have no emotions because
If it
that
doesn't help,
documentary is great.
you got 9 other houses to go through if that doesn't help.
And
And I
that,
get it.
and that.
But yeah,
Uh,
no, everybody seems to like it a lot.
I do want to ask you one thing directly about this house.
Yes.
Obviously, you're very excited about it. Does it feel like something, or let me word it even different? Do you have expectations that this like should just end up being like a top five, top three house all time for you?
Oh, I haven't even considered that. Wow. I want to say yes, but I also know at the end of the day who I am and how much I love originals.
Hmm.
And I don't think I have any IPs in the top 5. I need to reevaluate my list again and like look at it, but I think it could be top 10, maybe middle,
Okay.
4, 5, 6. I don't know. I need to see it. If this hits every single like bullet point I could think of, probably in the top 5. Because there's also like, I have my own emotional and connections with my husband and everything like that. So
Hmm.
it depends. But also on the other side, I'm very nervous because of my favorite movie coming to the event in 30 and how that went. I
Yeah.
don't want to say it and jinx it. So
PTSD. I get it.
right. So and not to like ruin hype or anything, I'm very worried about putting this at my top spot for hype.
That's fair.
So don't be surprised if it's not my number one because of my 30 PTSD.
I'll still be surprised, but it's
I
okay.
know. But yeah, no, I think it has the potential. And I think if Mike and Ramon, what they're saying, I trust them. I think it could be top 5.
Hmm. And then I'm going to use that to lead us into one last question before we wrap up here. And we have the full Orlando lineup now. Overall, how do you feel about that house lineup?
This is like one of the best lineups in probably as long as I've been going. I don't want to say over like 28, 29, but like this has the potential to be an all-time year already just because of the variety and what it seems they're doing, the chances they're taking this year. I am commending the team already and I haven't even seen anything.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, the original lineup alone, on paper, just looks like they could all be hitters.
Yeah.
Um, Again, I've talked about it before, the IP lineup, I think, has something for everyone, and it's going to be a huge draw. There's a couple on there that really I'm not too excited about, um, but there's still enough there that I think overall this house lineup is extremely strong. Um, and again, more importantly than that, it's going to bring people in.
So many people.
So I think it's definitely going to do its job there, and I'm very excited to see it. Uh, Much more excited than I've been about house lineups over the past couple of years. That's for sure.
Yeah, same. And I think this is going to be a lot of people's first HHN too. It
Yeah, I
feels
could
like
see
that kind
that.
of year.
Could see that. I mean, we've got a lot of comments recently, especially off the announcements that it will be the first. They're
Oh
saying,
yeah.
"Oh, that seals it. I'm going first time."
Hey, it takes one IP or one idea to hook somebody, and then you turn into us.
Hmm.
So welcome if you're new to the event. We're
You're gonna
happy
have
you're
a
here.
podcast too.
One day, maybe you can too be talking about horror nights every day of the year. Wow, I can't believe we just talked about the Wyatts. This is crazy.
It happened. Like, and not just us speculating. Like the announcement. You just discussed it. It's there. It's
I
out.
almost wish we had a video of when you told me the rumor. Like I just to like compare to now, you know?
Hmm.
I was So overwhelmed. I didn't tell the podcast. I told the live on YouTube. I was shaking on Tuesday when I finally processed everything. I went to Duff's place to pick up the shirt and the puzzle piece, and I was shaking like a chihuahua.
It's true. You were
It was a lot for me.
visibly shaking.
I couldn't process it when it got announced because I was at work, so I was like, "The babies can't see me break down right now. I gotta be strong for the kids." So, I was wound up, and then we did a YouTube live, and if you should check that out and see how I process those
Yeah, it was
emotions.
a good YouTube live.
It really was. We had a lot of people in there.
But I think that's it for this episode. Then, any last minute thoughts, or we ready to wrap this thing up?
I can't talk anymore about it.
Understandable. So, social media. Again, go follow us there. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at HHN365, or TikTok at HHN365pod. Join our Discord. That link will be in the description. Check out our merch shop at hhn365.com. There might be more stuff there soon.
Mhm.
And if you want to leave a voicemail that will play here on the show, that number to call is 407-906-4134. And that's all for tonight. We will see you in the streets.